Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Alright guys, so today we're doing a brief review on the iPhone 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy S3. Now we've done a lot of little reviews, so definitely feel free to check out our slide on all of our full reviews, so you can actually get everything from the gaming comparison to the camera comparison to the photo comparison to the video comparison. But I just want to go through a couple of things and also tell you the final pros and cons of both devices. So first of all, the Galaxy S3 and the iPhone 5 are the top two phones out on the market. It's just plain and easy. They're quick, they're great, and they are their top ones for their respective OSs. Now, what sets them apart? Well, on the Galaxy S3, you have a lot of unique features that you do not have on any other Android phone. So it sets it apart from things like pop-up play, where you can watch a video and pop up on top of it, as well as unique features such as Smart Stay, so when you look at the screen, it will not turn off on you. The iPhone has updated itself from the 4S by having a bigger screen and the first LTE version of the phone. So how do these two compare to each other though? Well, in all honesty, in our several comparisons, the Galaxy S3 has come out on top when it comes to things like photo quality, easily when it comes to maps, although I'm sure you've heard by now Tim Cook apologized for Apple Maps and how terrible they are. So it's just one thing that has happened, that Apple Maps was a big kind of mistake. Apple's trying to fix it, but I mean, it's going to be a long time before they're fixed. So the navigation is definitely will be a huge difference in comparison to the two. In terms of what you can do with the phone, you have a lot more ability with the Galaxy S3 simply because of customization. And while the iPhone is very easy, after about several months, you've kind of reached the limit of what it can do, whereas the Galaxy S3, you can always customize it and add more things to it. So just a couple of the differences between the two. Now you do have folders on both by just pulling them up and tapping them like this, you can see, but even in operations such as this, the Galaxy S3 is much quicker in animations in comparison to the iPhone 5. Web browsing as well, the Galaxy S3 has browsers like Dolphin and Chrome, which do not come with the Galaxy S3, but that they can be purchased that definitely beat out Safari, even with Apple's alternative browsers. So they just run smoother. Not only that, but you still have the ability to have Flash on here, so which makes web browsing a much better comparison. Now, in terms of syncing up your items, you have both have their cloud-based systems. Apple has iCloud, which tries to back up your photos, your music, your contacts, your calendars, and your reminders. And Google has almost the same thing as what iCloud was based off of, was Google's cloud-based systems. So they have Gmail, of course. You have Google Talk for your instant messenger and talk, whereas you had FaceTime and iMessages over here. Over here you also have Google Plus, which will instantly back up all photos you take with your device. You also have Google Music, which actually, if you're on an iPhone, you can actually transfer over all of your iTunes music to Google Music very easily on your computer, and we do have a video showing how to demonstrate that. As well as you also have things to sync up your videos, such as Google Play Movies, Google Books, and everything such as that. So all of them can be found in one place. And another thing is the stores. When you go to Google Store, you have everything right then and there, which is just for a much easier experience. As where Apple, you go here for your apps to the App Store, but after that you have to go to iTunes for your music, you have to go to iBooks for your movies, which I don't think we downloaded that one yet. But you have to go to iBooks for your, Newsstand, there you go. You go to Newsstand to get new books. And so it's just, you're having to buy from multiple different places instead of just having it on one place. And then you go to videos, of course, for your videos. I like that the Play Store just has everything right then and there. As you can see with Google, everything is all in one place. So it's just really nice, and it makes the experience much easier, especially when starting to purchase for the first time. In terms of the camera, we've already showed the differences, but just to go over them again, Apple does a very simplistic layout where Google allows for more customization. So you have a lot more options on here, including easiness to share, being able to take the photo with just saying cheese when you're taking a photo. You can use voice commands. Sorry about that. You can use voice commands. You can also do burst mode with no matter how quickly, you know, people say that Apple's camera is, it just isn't gonna be as quick in comparison. Let me just try to take a bunch of shots right here. So that's how fast Apple can do it, and this is how fast Google can do it. I just took a bunch of shots there, and then just see how many numbers go up. So in about the same time I took 15 shots, whereas the iPhone took about 4 shots. So just a little bit of differences here and there, just to show you how different each one is. Now, another difference is just going to be the amount of apps available for it. Now, a lot of people think for some reason that Apple has more apps when actually Android now has 100,000 apps compared to iPhone 700,000 apps. So even though they're only 50,000 away from each other, Android actually has 100,000 more free apps in comparison. So apps like Angry Birds, Bad Pigs, and all these new ones are actually free on Android, where you have to pay for it on Apple. So you get a lot more for your money when it comes to Android. All in all, what I feel phones should come down to is battery life. And this is going to be the closing thing, that battery life is just much longer on the Galaxy S3. Upon reviewing the iPhone 5, we had about 5 hours with 4G LTE and GPS on, about 7 hours with 3G and GPS on, and about 8 to 9 hours with just 3G on and GPS and LTE off. Now, this is just, it really makes you not want to use your LTE on your phone, whereas on the Galaxy S3 you can have LTE on and last for about 8 hours to 9 hours, and then if you turn LTE off and have 3G on, you can easily last all day. So that's what it comes down to for me, is just battery life is better, and that's what you need in a phone. You need battery life to last all day. In terms of stability, I know people think that the myth of Android crashes a lot, but if you haven't had Android 4.0 yet, it actually crashes less than iOS does, and that's a statistical fact. But not only that, we've actually seen it in the few 2 weeks that we've had the iPhone. It constantly crashed. And it was just really annoying, and it was hard to work with, and it just was difficult that it kept crashing so much. So that's the brief review, guys. I mean, really, comparing these two phones is very hard because the Galaxy S3 just won in almost every category. If you don't believe us, check out our other reviews and see for yourself. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.